What's up guys, Ricky here, back again with another video. Today I'm doing a coilover install on my G37. Today I'm installing some BC coilovers. I bought some brand new ones from Z1. I got the, what are they? The RH series, true coilovers, RH series. It's like just the normal true coilover. There's like, I believe 2 or 3 options, and I got the pillow ball mount ones. I believe they're the RH version, stiffer, and it's just better ride quality. I like the pillow ball mount top mounts. I like those. They're on my friend's Megan Racing coilovers on his G35, and they feel pretty good, so maybe I would assume they would feel good on these BCs, so I bought them. I bought I think the RA version, and I did not like it on my 350Z. I installed those, yada yada. But anyways, I got these, and finally got some new wheels. I'm sitting on them. Got some V1 Nismo V1s. They're the silver ones. I forgot the colorway, because I think the other ones are gunmetal gray, and this one is something hyper silver. That's what it's called. But today I'm on coilovers. I'm starting with the front today, so I'm gonna show you guys how to do it and how I'm doing it, because I know everyone does it different on YouTube. I did a SC, sorry for the lighting. I did a SC one, and it seemed to do pretty good, so now I'm gonna just do the G37. This is a little more common, but we're just gonna start with showing everything. And what, you know, I already did one side because that's just what I do. I just want to see what people do and then do it myself and see how it goes. And YouTube videos didn't really help, if I'm gonna be honest. Just did it myself, and I've did it on my 350Z before, so it's similar but kind of not similar. So, but anyways, let's get into it. What you want to definitely do, because Infiniti loves to have everything torqued down heavily, you're gonna need a breaker bar. 1.5 inch ratchet for sure, and some wrenches. I'll let you know now, and probably some PB blaster. I sprayed everything that I needed to spray beforehand, and I just got to it, and it worked. So let's see. So if you can see, I already broke it loose, but right here is the first bolt you want to break. And with this bolt, you see it's kind of has the sway bar link. I've never actually seen that. It's not like that on the 350Z where the sway bar link is in there. It's basically just a bolt in the 350Z in the front. So what I did, what I felt easier was I broke this loose down here. It's weird, for this side it's 19 for me, 19. So I just used a 1/2 inch ratchet and then 19 wrench and broke it both sides. What you got to do with the sway bar link. And then after that, because you're going to take this out, and then you want to put if you get a wrench in there, or I forgot what it's called, but one of these, the adjustable wrench, you just put it in there, lock it in. And then right here I used the impact gun, did not work. It's like 500 foot torque, maybe if you have 1,000 maybe, but I've seen people use air ones and still didn't get it out. So what you want to do is just put that there, either hold it in place if you can, have someone hold it, or I just was able to, it basically like locked up. And then you use the breaker bar. This is a 19 mil, and just a breaker bar, and broke it loose. So you can break that loose, boom, and then you break the sway bar link right here loose, because what you're gonna do is mallet this out. It's long, and it's gonna not be able to go out if this is stuck there, unless you have the other one out on the other side, but I'm doing one at each side. So definitely take this out first, and then break this one, and then what you're gonna do is mallet it out, and it should pop out. And then from there you're gonna do these 3 up here, boom boom boom, that at the top on the hood. And then that's where basically I saw people like step on this and try to push it out and struggle, but what I did was, you guys see there's a black bracket right here. I broke this one loose, and I broke these 2 loose. So I took this one out, and I took the bottom one out, and I loosened this one, and this thing dropped. So this is what holds the coilover in place. So once I dropped this, I was able to pull this out. So you don't need a like for the 350Z, I had to take this off to take this out. But all you need to do, you don't need to loosen anything up here, you don't need to touch any of that. You just need to take off this bracket right here, and then you're able to pop this out. So once you take off this bracket, this is going to be moved. Or if you unloosen this, take this one out and take this one out, and then like loosen this one as much as you can, the top one, it'll fall slippery, it'll like fall down, and then you could just basically pull this out. And you're gonna have to break this 12 mil and 12 mil right here brake lines. Take this one's gonna come out, this one's not gonna come out fully, but if you break it loose, it's gonna have it'll allow you to pull it, so you could, you know, pull this out to get the coilover, because there's a metal line to this brake line, so you can't fully take this one out. But if you loosen it, break it loose, it allows you to pull it a little forward, so you can have more leverage to pull this down. Hey guys, I'm doing this one hand, but if you can see, I took out the bolt right here. I just popped that. It's gonna be stuck till you take off this one. I just took off this bolt, so now you see right here, you just get a mallet. This is really hard to cord with one hand. Now I know people that struggle, and just pop it out, and now it should be like a little loose to pop out of here, or not. Maybe this side just wants to be a bitch for me. Okay, you want to get this out. I don't know why mine's struggling. My car is always a... Alright guys, so I got it. If you could see here, what I want to mention is you should leave this actually in and try to break, see this bracket right here? You want, or you don't need to put the sway bar back in, but like a flathead or something that could fit in there, because this tends to move once you break those. But look, this is what I mean. Look, see, I broke that one and I broke the bottom one, and the left one I just, or the top one I just loosened, and it just drops, and now this is open. But definitely you want to put something in here. So for example, I'm sorry, it's gonna be like this. You're gonna leave this one, and you're gonna break the bottom one first, take that one fully out. You're gonna leave something in here though, like a flathead or something, you know, like a screwdriver, just something to hold it in place so it doesn't, because this moves. See how it moves? Because that's gonna move once you take out the sway bar link out of the thing of the coilover. So you want to put something in there. Once you take out the bottom one, then you break the top one, and then you take this one out and loosen this probably halfway, and it drops. So now this is out. See, this is out, and this is just moved a little bit. Make sure you take these off. These are plugged in right here, they just pop out. There's I believe there's 3 of them, 1, 2, 3. So you pop that out, because you're gonna have to move the coilover under all this stuff. So see how everything's out from the bottom? It's good. Now from the top, which is a 12, I believe. I think I have a 12 somewhere right here. Yeah, right here. My hat, put this bad boy on. So these are just 12s. Look at, bro, from an East Coast car. This has been a struggle to do, just because this car has, like, it's been on the East Coast, and like there's a lot of rust and like built up from like the salt, and just everything is so like, just like, these are just stuck on there. I mean, I'm able to get them, but like the brake lines, those things were hard for me. A lot of these cars should be pretty easy. Be careful with the sway bar links though. You don't want to, oh my gosh, my allergies. You don't want to hit the bless you, thank you. You don't want to hit them right here. Make sure you keep this too. There's a washer right here, you want to keep that on there. But you see these ends right here, the threads, make sure you be careful with those when you're malleting it. And this side, like, I got it out. All I need to do is just hit it with a mallet, and then I used I don't even know what I used. I think a flathead to push it apart, or something. But anyways, it's really not hard to take it out, but when you mallet it, just be careful. You don't want to mess up these threads, because then it won't bolt in, and then you got to get a new one of these. I might get a new I might get new ones just to have better, especially with sedans. It's really good to upgrade the sway bars and sway bar links. It just helps with the turning and the leaning. Like, it just feels a lot more comfortable because you have a lot more weight and it's longer, so it does help a bit. I might just do it just for the heck of it. I know how to do it. But you definitely need to get an alignment, that's for a fact. If you get like control arms or camber arms, or I don't know if it matters with sway bars, but you gotta be careful with that stuff because you could oops, sorry guys, you could go through your tires really fast if you don't get the correct alignment. But like, just if you just do coilovers itself, it just depends with every car, but it's not going to affect you that much as it would with camber arms or upper control arms. Those will affect you the most because your camber is going to be off on both sides. But coilovers, even with no coilovers and just the natural struts, you get natural camber, which, you know, still wear out your tires, but you don't need to get a alignment right away, but it definitely is recommended. But compared to control arms and camber arms and yada yada, it's not something you need to be too really scared about to lose like your tire thread and stuff. But I took these out. Literally, this thing is ready to pop out. Like, you just see, this thing's ready to go. This thing should just pop out like that. I could. All right guys, so here you go. There's not much of a difference honestly with the stock. I think the rear is gonna be a big difference, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put it in and then I'm just gonna bolt up everything, and I might tighten it later. I think maybe in the video I'll probably show me lowering it, so you guys could learn how to lower it and higher it if you guys don't know how. But right now I just want to put them in. But at the top here of these stock struts, it might have this spacer up here. You could keep these if you want. It's all up to you. I think it's supposed to help so the coilover doesn't stick on there, but it depends where you're at. Like, for example, if you're in Cali like me, I don't think you're gonna need this because it just doesn't rain a lot. It's not gonna stick and just, but I mean, if you want, you could just leave it on just for the heck of it, you know, just in case, just for memories of your old struts. I might just leave it on there just cause, but other than that, that's how you take out the fronts. Just gonna put it back up in there, bolt everything back up. Pretty easy. You just stick it in there, bolt it up from the 3, tighten them all up, and then adjust it. This thing you could adjust to, you know, where you want the lines to have comfortably so they're not tight. It's just like an Allen wrench and a 10 mil. Just loosen that up, blah blah blah. I'll probably put it in, show you guys, close it up, tighten it up, and then we're gonna start with the rears. All right, what's up guys? I took a little food break and a water break, but the backs are actually the backs are way easier than the fronts. I knew it was gonna be like that. That's why I did the front first. Where's the lighting at? Right here, here's the lighting, kind of. Anyways, the rears were a lot easier on my 350, so I was assuming they're gonna be easier on here, which they are. So all you wanna do, and this is for true coilovers, this is for if you buy just the coilover, but if you buy the strut, or I mean this is the strut. If you buy the springs, then it's a different install. You basically take this off and you change this for the springs that you got with your BCs. But I got true coilover, so what you do is you're gonna change this out and you're gonna take this out and leave it out, which it's pretty easy. The first step with this is, and well, I'll just go through the steps and then I'll explain something. So the first step is this bolt right here. I believe this is a 19 bolt, 19 or 17 I believe, but you break this off, boom, pop it out, mallet it out, and then you can hit these up here. They're 12s, 2 of them, and then this is already ready to come out. Boom, that easy. It's that simple. And then this, you just break it loose right here. I believe these are 17s. These are either 17s or 19s. I'll correct myself in a bit when I do it. And then you drop this, just mallet everything out of the way, pull this out, boom, pop this back up, mallet it in place, put it in, tie it up. But this, you got to be careful when you put these back in, because you could really damage the bolt when you're putting it back in. You could mess up the thread. So this is the tricky part. But you can easily go to Ace or AutoZone, Home Depot, and buy a new bolt. But you know, I'm just saying, be careful. So that's all you're gonna do is break off this one, take that out, take off the 212s up there, and then this one, drop this, boom, put that, and then you're gonna have to use a jack and jack it up to line this in place, because this is gonna be a lot lower, because you're gonna take the springs out, so it's gonna be like a lot decompressed, and it's just gonna drop, and the coilover is just gonna sit higher. So what you gotta do is just jack it up to line this up here. But another thing that sucks with these cars, and with the 370s, 350Zs, 370s, those coupes, and I don't know if it is for the G37 coupe as well, but you could put extenders for the rears, and you could actually adjust it from the trunk. However, for the G37 sedan, I have the 2009, I do not know about the newer years, you cannot put these extenders on. There's no clearance, nothing, unless you do, like, you rip out the whole trunk and you drill a hole. Maybe I'll do that in the future, but there's no clearance. You have to drill a hole, I believe. Definitely do your research first. I'd look into it to see if I'm probably going to be able to do it in the future. But what I did was, I think it's a 32, where the coilover at? Here's the coilover. The spring rate, I forgot the spring rate is, but it's 32 clicks. That's all I know. I calculated it. So I went all the way from soft to 0, and then I did 20 clicks to hard. It's 32, so 16 isn't in the half. But I like my ride a little bit stiffer, but I want it not too stiff. So if I, you know, I'm trying to, not, let's say race, but you know, maybe from like a dig, it squats a bit, but I still think that's gonna be pretty stiff. But the Nismo wheels I have are 10 and a half, I believe, 19 by 10 and a half, which is pretty wide, so I wanted to be stiff so it don't rub. So I did 20. So that you could do your research, definitely do your research before. I'm positive you could probably drill a hole and get those extenders in, but I'm gonna look into that. I'm just gonna install them. I'm just installing them and then just lowering my car, and then I'm gonna, if you see here, it's not even low, I'm gonna adjust the coilovers later. But all right guys, so I took the coilover out. See, it's right there, right here. So it looks like this stuff, these are the bolt, there's 2 of them. Seems like it's 17 and 19, I believe. I'm not too sure. That's how it is for me. 117, 119. If you can see here, I took off this one, took off the top 212, fell right out, and then I took off this one. You just pull it out, and then there's 3 pieces right here, which are right here. This is in the middle, you take that out. This is on the top, you take that out, and this is on the bottom, you take that out. You need that stuff. You need, when you change out the springs, like if you get not the true coilovers but the ones with the springs, I think you keep some of that stuff, so look up a different video. But you just throw these on right here. See, look, right now I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna put it in, this is gonna be low, I'm gonna bolt this up, and I'm gonna just show you guys. I'm gonna have to jack it up and then just level it out. Other than that, this is already done. All right guys, so what you want to do right here, like I said, is I gotta put these back real quick. There you go. So what you want to do, look, bring it closer, like right there, over here, inside here. Get in there. You see it where I'm pointing? Right there. See how this is lower? So now what you got to do, you can back it up now. You got to get a jack, or I guess if you're strong enough. Jack up this dumpy. I wouldn't recommend doing it on the shield right here because it'll bend it, but I don't really care. I'll just bend it back in place. But you just jack it up, and like I have it already like leveled, and then you just get the old bolt and just try to get it through there. Oh. See, it's already in. You just try to level it back and forth with the jack, and then if you need to, just hit it with the mallet. But it's already in. If you see right here, I already got it in. Like I just leveled it as perfect as I can. Move this, and then make sure these are tightened or loosen them, wherever, you know, lower them if you want. But it's in, tighten it up, and there you go. Pretty easy. This is the stock height over here. I need to adjust it, but I have the Nismo over here. They used to poke out a lot more, so I'm pretty sure when it goes down, it's probably going to be flush with the tire. But other than that, guys, I guess that's done. I'll show you guys the after. All right, guys, here is the finishing touch of the coilovers. Got the new wheels on, Nismos. Looks pretty good, eh? I haven't even updated anyone on anything on my car. I mean, I debadged it, so that's not a big issue. Debadged it. Put some carbon on it. Carbon and carbon. And I put a lip. I haven't showed any of that in any videos, but this is how the car's looking. Looks pretty good, if you ask me. I like how it looks. Coilovers sit nice. So with the back, I didn't have to lower it. It just was already low. The front, I had to drop it a bit. So I don't know if anyone wants like a really descriptive video on how to raise and lower coilovers, but if they do, comment down below, because I see some videos and some don't really do it that good. So, and I kind of forgot to record it. That was my fault, but I lowered the front. So if anyone wants a video on that, let me know, comment down below, and I'll make a separate video on how to raise and lower, and basically, I guess, just all around coilover function. But look at the wheels, looks good, eh? Put the infinity sign. Looks good with the big brakes now. Look at that, so nice and low. These coilovers are nice. This is like the day after of like me lowering it and stuff, and I kind of like been riding in it, and it feels so good. These coilovers are nice. Look at that poke. These coilovers are actually really, they feel so much better than the coilovers I had on my 350. I recommend these for sure. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys like how they look, because I like how they look. And have any questions, drop it down below, comment. If you like the video, like it. If you don't, dislike it, it's all good. Peace out.